What's happening, guys? I'm Brendan, and I'm here with North South Fishing. I'm new to the whole YouTube thing, but I had a guy that I watched a couple of his videos. He had his snap at the end of his video. I added him. We talked. He talked me into it. So big shout out to Adam Ryan. I'll drop his link and I'll talk to him a little bit and maybe drop a snap, but I doubt it. It's kind of personal. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is fishing. Everybody loves to fish. Fishing's fishing. Everybody loves it. Me personally, I am staying up by Michigan right now. I'm about a half hour from the Michigan line, but I live about 15 minutes from Kentucky. I am up by Michigan for school, so most of my videos are going to be up here fishing like Centennial Park, Wolf Lake Channel, Cedar Lake, maybe a couple like little rivers, like Little Calumet River. I might try to go to Grand Calumet if I can. But it's just going to be like little here and there spots. Some places you might know, some places you don't if you're from around here. But today we're going to Centennial Park, which is about 20 minutes from campus. My plan is to drop a cat line, let it sit, and make my laps around. There's a little fountain area with a dock all the way around it. I'm gonna make my laps, drop some spinners, inline and offset, maybe a couple crankbaits and swim baits if I have them. I'm not sure, but it is 1:30. We are going to be leaving in about 20 minutes. So let's see where we get it. But a little bit about me. I'm 20 years old, never done YouTube. Love watching YouTube videos. I'm a huge fan of Lunkers TV, Lojo, One Rod, One Reel, One Fishing, 618. I'm big into conspiracy theories. I love BuzzFeed Unsolved with Shane and Ryan. Love their videos. Watched basically all of them. I am a firm believer that weather has a lot to do with fishing. A lot of people's like, oh no, it don't. It's just if the sun's out, they're biting. If it's out, if it's not out, they're biting. I mean, I've grown up fishing. My uncle is a huge fisherman. He's kind of the god of fishing to me. He always has been. He always will be. He has been the one that like pounded me to think about barometric pressure with wind, the sun, the clouds, overcast, slight drizzle, heavy rain, the kind of water that it is, different things like that. But here within like the last 2 weeks or so, I got with a guy that works out of Cabela's, not far from my campus, which I'm hopefully getting a job at. His name is Frank Rax. I will also leave a link to one of his videos, or maybe even his channel, in the description below. Or if I can figure it out, I'll put it in one of the corners up here. But he is a huge bass fisherman. Tons of videos on what gear to use, how to use it, where to use it, the difference between cover and structure, what weeds to look for. People wouldn't think of that. Like, you show up at a spot, and most people just go out fishing, they just throw a bobber and let it sit and hope they catch something. No, he hops in a boat and he goes and finds weed patches or logs or I didn't get into a super big conversation with him because he was working, but he knows his shit. So go look him up, and definitely if you're like looking to fish, or like learn about fishing, study him. He knows his stuff. His dad was a huge bass fisherman. He taught him from when he was little, and I think Frank said he's like 40 now, and he knows his stuff. So between his father and working at Cabela's, he has used numerous different lures. So definitely give him a call. But we are going to finish up, and I got a couple things I got to do before I leave. I'm going to take a shower, do some homework, and then I will see y'all at Centennial Park. Alright guys, we are here at Centennial Park. It's quite a public place. It's got a beautiful lake. It's got multiple fountains. My goal today is to just run an ultralight with a crawdad crankbait, a yellow and white chatterbait, yellow and white spin bait, maybe a couple inline spinners. I don't know if I have any, and I might drop a topwater frog and maybe a popper here and there. But we got a little bit of overcast, not really much wind. The only thing I'm worried about is I haven't done much bass fishing, so I don't know what cold weather will do to them. Because it's about, I don't know, we're pushing probably 55 degrees, 50, 55 degrees. And usually all of the fishing that I do back home is like late spring, early summer during spawn season. And it's like 70 degrees, 80 degrees. And it's nothing like this. It's not cold. I'm going to have to put a sweater and possibly a face shield on because I don't do the cold. But I will try to get y'all a view of the lake and get as much footage as I can. I'll see you then. Guys, this is the first spot. Sorry about the wind noise. Y'all might be catching a little bit of wind. It picked up as we was coming out, but water's a little rocky. But there's a fountain here. There's one out there, and then back that way somewhere, in that direction, there is another fountain about the same size as this one. This is kind of a U-shaped lake. Not very big, but there has been big bass caught out of here. I caught a 4, an old man a couple weeks ago caught a 6, and last Tuesday I think it was, I was here with the Purdue Northwest fishing intramural, kind of like a little petty league thing, and I was fishing right over there where that girl is sitting, and I caught a 23.5-inch catfish. I don't know, about 5 pounds or so, and that put me in the lead for that. But I brought a catfish pole just because I got some dip bait, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to throw it out underneath of the fountain, and I'm going to walk the circle and start throwing chatterbait. So let's see where it goes. Alright guys, so I'm not having any luck with the yellow and white chatterbait, green and white, whatever you want to call it. So I am switching over to I want to say it's a Strike King, either Strike King or Wigglewort, but I'm not sure. I don't know my bass lures very well. Just a simple natural crawdad color. It's a shallow dive. I heard of a lot of people talking about like switching out your treble hooks and putting like bigger ones or like sharper ones. I never personally have done that. I mean, I don't really see a problem with the ones that come with it, but I mean, I can see where they're coming from. I'm sure a lot of you are avid anglers, so I'm kind of, I'm kind of preaching to the choir on this one. But to tie these on, I use a simple, I'm wanting to say it's called a polymer knot, but you just run your line through and then run it back. That way you have a loop on one side and you got your two strands on the other. Do a single over and through, and you got your big loop, and pull your lure through it. Then when you pull it down, it ain't going nowhere. But for safe measure, because I have a really bad habit of, since I catfish, I set my hooks really hard, whether I need to or not, and I just do another over and under, just like a shoelace knot, and I just leave it at that. So we're gonna give this a shot for a little while. I've got a couple small hits on the cat line that I got out, but other than that, I mean, I think it's too windy, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I love to fish, so we'll see what happens. Catch y'all in a while. All right, guys. Sadly, nothing on the crankbait, but I got something else I'm gonna try, and it is a Strike King single blade spinner with a Bass Pro Rage Tail like thing. This is what the pack looks like. They're just a simple rubber worm with a wiggle tail on it. I got green because the guy that I was talking to at Bass Pro, who one of the guys that referred me to starting a YouTube video and getting into bass fishing, his name is Frank Rax. He said that these work really good in mossy water as long as you have some sort of abstract color, and these have like silver sprinkled metal chip things in them. And I have caught a couple off of these, not here. It was at George Lake or Lake George or something like that. It's in Hebron, Indiana, about 40 minutes to an hour from here. And I caught a little 2-pound bass, nothing to brag about, but I can say I caught something with it. But I've never tried it here. There's really not many people that catch bass off lures here. Everybody usually they'll like walk along the edge of the dock and catch little 5-6 inch bluegill and then just dangle them around the edge of the dock. But I don't do that because I have terrible odds when it comes to luck, and at this particular spot it is a strictly enforced catch and release policy. So what I catch I throw back, even if it's a little bitty. I don't use it for bait, but the only way you're allowed to use live bait here is if you bring it yourself. And you're not allowed, from what I know, you're not allowed to turn them loose in here. So like if you go out and you buy a thing of perch from a bait shop, from what I know, you can't turn them loose in here. So it's very limited. I know there's bluegill in here. I heard somebody tell me that there's muskie in here, bass, catfish, channels, and bullhead. Channel cats and bullhead. those are about the only two things that, only two kinds of catfish that I know are in here. I caught a channel cat, and a bunch of my buddies caught a bunch of little 8, 9-inch bullhead. But we are going to give this little Strike King spinner a bait, Strike King spinner bait. We're going to give it a shot and see if we can't do nothing. I'm terrible at rigging weedless, so let's see if I can't get hung up a few times. Alright guys, well, it went to pot quick. Got skunked, didn't get nothing, but I would have kept fishing. It's starting to rain. Pretty gnarly looking clouds coming in, so I don't like getting wet. But yeah, here it comes. But I will be at Wolf Lake Channel tomorrow with the P&W Fishing League, and I will try to get as much footage as I can. That way, maybe I can make another video for it. Yeah, I mean, slow day today, kind of sucks, but that's part of the game. Drop in the comments what y'all want to see, what y'all want me to try. I can fish for catfish, muskie, pike, panfish, bass. It's coming that time of year. I could make a special trip to Lake Michigan and try to catch some salmon or some drum or stuff like that. What else? What do we got around here? Some steelhead, trout. Those are all some things that I've never caught. But drop something in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see my truck, if you want to see my dorm, I don't care. I need video ideas. I might even go to Cedar Lake. Cedar Lake is 25 minutes from my campus. So just give me ideas. I'm new to this, so but I would like to give a big shout out to Adam Ryan. I will put a link to his channel in the description below, and definitely go check his stuff out. He has been the one that has talked me into it. He's the one that's been giving me advice, help me edit this video, if I can talk. But he's super cool, super nice guy, a hell of a fisherman. And I'm hoping one day I can meet up with him and we can run some stuff together. But for now, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.